Good morning, children. Today we will learn about the Narayana Live classes Zoom assignment key of dated 25th, class 7th. Class 7th. The topic is springs and rivers. Already we have completed the lesson, children. Today we will recapitulate everything and we will find out what are the main essence of this lesson. Rain and rivers part 2. Okay, so first of all, you know very well that rains and rivers. So first one is rivers. If you see the rivers are of two kinds. One is perennial river, the other one is the peninsular rivers. Okay, and at the same time, one is Himalayan river, the other one is the peninsular rivers. Like that, different categories are there. So first question is based upon that. Identify the odd one among the following. One is Godavari. The second one is Krishna. The third one is Ganga, and that means see here by looking onto this only you can understand. You can understand that is what is the odd one. See Godavari, Krishna, Penna, all these they belong to the peninsular India. Whereas Ganga, it is the Himalayan region. It is North India. Godavari, Krishna and Penna are in the South India. So that means here what is the odd one? The odd one is Ganga. The odd one is Ganga. So first question answer is D Ganga. D Ganga. That is the odd one. And now the next one is that is you know very well regarding the rains. When it rains very heavily, what happens? The rivers will be in the floods. So these floods, why do these floods occur? Why do these floods occur? It may be due to the weak embankments, or it may be due to the that is deforestation, or maybe due to the heavy rainfall. When it rains very heavily, then also we may get the floods. So that is also D. All the above is also the right answer. So see here, that is deforestation. Due to deforestation, what happens when it rains heavily, the water flow with higher speed and that drowns down all the villages. So this is one of the reasons. And the next one is weak embankments. Embankments means what? That beside the river, the area beside the river, like fencing of the rivers. So if the fencings are very weak, the water will flow onto either side and it may cause the floods. So that is also one of the reason. Or heavy rainfall. When it rains or when it pours heavily, then also we will get the rainfall. Hence D, all the above is the right option. The floods occur due to all these reasons. And now the next one is see, you know very well about the rivers. When the rivers are flowing like this, the rivers are joined by the tributaries. The rivers are joined by the tributaries. The starting point of the river, we call this as the source. This is the source. And when the river joins into the oceans, we call that as the mouth. So when it joins into the mouth, the river will divide into different parts and will be joining into the ocean or the sea. This particular thing, that means here this is called as the distributaries. Here the river is getting into different parts, distributed, hence we call them as the distributaries. So the next question is based upon this only. Next question is before the river joins into a ocean, the river get divided into tributaries? No, because tributaries will join the river, but the river will not get divided. So tributaries is not the right answer. Then the next one is distributaries. That is the right answer. B, distributaries is the right answer for this question. And the next one is delta. Deltas are formed, but the river is not divided. The river is not divided, but delta is formed. Delta means what? Here the fertile land or fertile silt that is formed by the rivers. This is called as the delta. So deltas are formed, but the river will not get divided. The division of the river is called as the distributaries. Okay, the deltas are formed due to the deposition of the silt in air. These are called as the deltas. So the silt is deposited here. See here. the silt, whatever that is there, that is deposited here, and these are formed near. Where do we find the deltas? Near the source or near the mouth? Where do we find them? Near the mouth. Near the mouth of the river only we will get this particular delta. So the option B, that is mouths of the river, that is the right answer. Okay, and now the next one is see, due to the floods what happens? Due to the floods what happens? Sometimes when the river is in very high speed, what happens? The snakes also will come or will float along with the river water, and we may get the snake bites. Snake bites are common during the floods, and at the same time we may see that all the water gets contaminated. All the water gets contaminated. That is also one of the problem. And most of the people, because they drink that particular water, or they cannot get sufficient amount of the food. Due to that, they'll get contagious diseases. So due to floods, what happens? All the above will occur. That is, contagious diseases will happen. That is, contagious diseases, snake bites. See, snake bites are common. Snake bites are common. Contagious diseases are common. Contagious diseases are common. And the water gets contaminated or polluted. Contaminated or polluted. So these are very common during the floods. Hence, D all the above is the answer. D all the above is the answer for this rains and the rivers, right? And the next one is, that is, you know very well children that during this particular floods, during the particular flood, during the floods what happens, the river water is completely filled with the water, and the river water will be flowing very speedily, very with a high speed. So during that particular period, they have described the situation and they asked you to identify the true statement or the correct statement. Okay, true statement or the correct statement. See here, that is the river banks are slightly higher than the river. That is correct or not? The river is flowing like this, and slightly they are constructed above that particular river. Correct only, because the river water should not cross that. Hence, embankments are somewhat high only. So the river banks are slightly higher than the river plain. That is correct one. The next one is, the river plains are filled with water in the rainy season. Completely all this particular plain is filled with the water during the rainy season. But during the summer season, what happens? The river flows in a very thin stream. Very thin stream. Like this it will be flowing. So during the rainy season, the river is filled with completely with the water. That is correct. That is also correct. And the next one is, the rivers form the deltas. All the three are correct. So the sixth question answer is D. All the above are correct. D. All the above are correct. That is the answer for that particular question. Okay. Now children, how the floodplains are formed? We are talking about floodplains. How the floodplains are formed? See here children, that is when the river is flowing like this in the rainy season, the completely this particular area is occupied by the water. It is occupied by the water, completely occupied by the water. Along with the water, it brings the gravel, sand, everything it will bring. It will bring the sand, the gravel, and everything along with it. So that means during the rainy season, the river will be flowing with the water. And after the rainy season, if you observe, the river will be flowing like this in a very thin stream. So on both the sides, that is sand and gravel is deposited. There would be only sand and gravel but no water. So this is called as a floodplain. So how the floodplains are formed? Due to the deposition of the rivers during the rainy season, the silt and gravel that is formed. And once again it will be filled with the water now in the rainy season. So there would be no permanent trees and no permanent plants. No plants and trees, but it will be having sand and gravel. Like this the floodplains are formed. So the floodplains, how they are formed? They are formed by the deposition of the, they are formed by the deposition of sand and gravel. Sand and gravel during the rainy season, and due to the differences in the summer, flowing like a thin stream. Okay, children, and that is how when we are evacuated. Suppose we are in floods. Now it is rainy season only. Now suddenly floods occur. How we have to leave our place? Suppose if we are living in a very low lying area, what are the precautions that are to be taken, and how we have to go very fast. See, first thing is food and food and clean water is very essential. So pack tinned food and the water, fresh water, in airtight containers. Even air should not enter into that, understand, because along with the air what happens is microbes also will enter. That is why airtight containers, take airtight containers, and food and water. First one is food and water, and second one is the documents, very important documents like house documents, or your progress cards, or like this would be there now. So these are very important documents. These documents also you should keep them safely in the airtight bags, bags. And at the same time, very important thing, children, when you are going out, from leaving your house, locking your house, close all the toilets with sandbags, because what happens, the sewage will flow from the toilets, which may even pollute your house and totally all the areas. Hence, completely close all the closets of the toilets with sandbags, such that the sewage will not flow back into your house. Okay, so close the closets. And the fourth one is, what is the fourth one? Take a known route. Take a known route only. Don't go for unknown routes. You are evacuating this area. You want to go to a higher area. When you are going to a higher area, take a known route. If you don't know the route, there may be a hole. There may be a pit. You may drown down, because all of wherever that is there, water is only there, no? So you may suddenly drown down into that particular pit or hole. So take a known route. Avoid the unknown route. Understand? This is very important. Take a known route. These are the important steps that have to be observed while you are evacuating your house during the floods. Right, children? That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll meet with one more assignment key. Until then, children, good day. Thank you.